Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. So today I'm going to be sharing with you guys some tips for small in-home daycares. So I was watching a lot of daycare videos, a lot of daycare tours, a lot of other daycare channels here on YouTube, and I see some amazing tours, but they all have a lot of space that they use. Now, I don't know how many kids they have. In my program, I personally have 11 and 2 of them are my own. And I see these houses and it literally looks like they have like 20, 30 kids at least because they have so much area. So it's very intimidating, especially if you don't have an in-home daycare and you guys want to start doing in-home daycares. You see that and it automatically makes you think that that's what you need to be able to open up an in-home daycare. And I wanted to tell you guys that it's not. So I think that my program is pretty small compared to a lot of daycares on here. And I'm just going to let you guys know some tips on running a small daycare. I hope it makes sense. So I'm just going to go ahead and start. So my first tip is to not buy any running toys for indoor. You could use them for outdoor, but I personally had a lawnmower that I purchased for the kids and I purchased a stroller for the kids. And I noticed that a lot of the kids were running with the strollers and running with the lawnmower back and forth. And it just makes everything a lot more hectic. If I had more space, I might allow them to have those toys, but because they're running with them, I keep them for outside play. So I would encourage you to stay away from toys like that. I would move into more toys that are kind of like relaxed, like babies with kitchens or puzzles, blocks, things that they don't have to be running inside at least, because like I said, we're talking about small home daycares. I would just stick to like sit down, stay in your area, when you're finished, put it away type of toys. They are gonna go outside once a day, so they're gonna get all of their energy out, but I would recommend for indoor, stay away from running toys. Another tip that I wanted to let you guys know about is to keep an on-hand supply. As I was telling you guys, I was watching other daycare videos and a lot of them have huge cubbies with coat racks and baskets for the kids to put their belongings. I don't have that in my house. I don't do that in my house. I keep an on-hand supply. So I have a sippy cup or a bottle for me to keep at my daycare. If they use a pacifier, I keep one at my daycare. It doesn't go to and from the house. They give me 2 changes of clothes. That's 2 shirts, 2 bottoms, 2 underwear if they're in underwear, and 2 socks. That's for me to keep at my daycare. Diapers for me to keep and wipes for me to keep. I keep everything with me so they don't need to bring a baby bag every single day. Because if every single kid was to bring a baby bag every single day, my house would be full of backpacks in the entrance, and I don't like that. I don't like that clutter look. I like it very clean, very I just don't like it cluttered. So I would recommend, if you're a small daycare, just keep an on-hand supply of things. I get a Ziploc bag, I stick all of their stuff in it, seal it, write their name on it, and keep it in a closet so that if they do have an accident, I can go ahead and pull it out and I have all of their stuff there. And then diapers, I'll get the parents to buy me a big box for me to keep at my daycare. I'll write their names on it, same with the wipes, and I keep it at my daycare. And once I start to run low, I'll text the parents or I'll let them know when they come, hey, your daughter or your son is running out of diapers, I need some more. I think it's easier like that. Sometimes parents, they swear up and down that they won't forget the baby's diaper bag, and then there's that one day where they're running late and they forget the diaper bag and it's the day that you most need it. So I like to just keep everything at my house. And I think that it's easier for the parents because they can wake up, get their child ready, and then just take their kid to daycare. They don't have to worry about getting a bag or packing it the night before because I have everything at my daycare. Hope that makes sense. Another tip is to place all forms in a sign-in binder. So I have a video on what I keep in my sign-in binder. I keep my schedule, I keep my newsletter, I keep my emergency contact list in there inside of my binder where my sign-in sheets are. And the reason why I do that is because I don't want a big bulletin board. So for me, I like to keep my house separate from my daycare. I don't have any daycare things or decorations where my house space is, and I don't have any house space or house things with your daycare is. I like to have a separation. So I don't have a bulletin board by my front door because that is more house side than it is daycare side, if that makes sense. So the entire entrance of my house is completely house, and then the back of the house is where all of the daycare stuff is. So I don't have a bulletin board, and not for nothing, I don't like to hang that kind of stuff on my wall. Like I said, it's gonna make me feel like I'm at work all the time, especially because it's in my house area. So I don't have a bulletin board. I keep all of the forms inside of my sign-in binder, and then I do have a Facebook group with all of the parents that are in my daycare on it, and I upload documents and I give news on there as well, and I do send text messages, all of that. So I just don't want to have that. So for small daycares, if you don't have space for a bulletin board or you don't want to spend money on a bulletin board, I would just recommend printing everything, buying those clear sheets and sliding them in your sign-in binder. Then my last tip is to rotate toys. Again, when I was looking at all of these YouTube videos of these house daycares and all of the stuff that they have in them, they have a lot of toys. Now, I feel like I have a decent amount of toys, and I can tell you guys that, like I said, I have 11 kids, and with the toys that I have out, they don't get bored with them. So I feel like not less is more, but I don't want you guys, like I said, to feel intimidated and feel like you need to go out and buy tons and tons and tons of toys, because it's not necessary. I did a video on my most used toys in the daycare. If you guys want to start out with that and then maybe add on that, like buy puzzles and other stuff like that, I would recommend that. But I don't think that you need all of those toys. And again, you can rotate toys. So that was my tip for you guys, is to rotate toys, especially if you have a small area. I would just buy toys, keep them in the closet, and then if you see that your kids aren't using a specific toy or don't want to, or look like they're bored and they don't know what to play with, then you can bring those toys out and rotate the toys. That's what I do. Let's say that this toy is in the daycare and this is a new toy. I'll switch it out. I'll keep this one in the closet. And then after a long time of them not seeing that toy, once you introduce it again, it's like if it's a brand new toy, they go crazy and it's back to them being excited for that toy, if that makes sense. So just rotate toys. That's my advice to you. You could keep either like a bin or have a dedicated closet to the extra clothes that I was talking to you guys about, or the extra stuff, and for the toys, all of that stuff in a closet, and then you're set. So I hope that all makes sense. I just, like I said, felt like I needed to make this video because a lot of the daycare videos out there, I don't know if the people just have their entire house dedicated to daycare and they don't live there, or if they don't have like the need to have that much personal space and that it's just all daycare stuff. But I have 2 kids. I work Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. I want to have my house. And also when you have visitors come over, I have a lot of family that comes to my house. I don't want them feeling like they're in school. Like, I want my home space to be home and my daycare space to be daycare. So I hope that those tips were helpful for you guys. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching this video. Again, I have a playlist with all of my daycare videos down below. Please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you all in my next one.